What's up guys, Josh from StrengthSide. Today we're going over how you can increase your squat depth. Now it's important to keep in mind that there is no one size fits all approach. Everybody is different things are going to help different people, but the stretches and the exercises you see in this video are only going to improve your overall mobility. The only way you're going to see improvement in your squat is if you actually spend some time doing these exercises. So put in a good amount of time and then assess if it's helping you. The first stretch is a squat hold. So we're trying to increase our squat depth. It only makes sense that we want to spend as much time as we can in the squat position. And just to sit down here for 30 seconds isn't going to do it. We need to spend enough time down here to actually demand some change from your body. What I recommend most people start with is 10 minutes a day in this position. Now that's not 10 minutes at a time, 30 seconds at a time, a minute at a time, maybe longer if you can. But over the course of the day, we accumulate to 10 minutes, right? It's gonna take that much time to start to make some change in your ankles and the hips, right? In the spine, to let these things start to release some tension so we can get here. If this position is already just out of the question for you, we got two things we can do. Number one, we can elevate the heels, right? This is gonna allow most people to get into this position more comfortably, right? And if that's not enough, we simply support ourselves with something here, right? So if I'm really, really stiff, kind of just hold on to something and get here. You can still do that 10 minutes just with a little bit easier variation. The next stretch is the frog stretch. This is an excellent stretch to start opening up your hips, especially if you have some adductor or inner thigh stiffness, right? So to do the frog, we're just gonna come down onto hands and knees. We're gonna spread the knees as much as we can comfortably. Don't push it too hard right off the bat. And then you're gonna bring your elbows down to the ground. And this torso angle is gonna simulate more of what a squat torso is like. And now from here, I'm just simply trying to relax a little bit and let gravity push those hips downwards, right? Or rather let them fall downwards. And that's what's gonna create that stretch through the inner thighs here. Now I can kind of push my hips back. I can move them forward. And you can just explore different angles here to see where you feel like you get a pretty good stretch here and where we can open up a little bit more. Now another thing that we can do is put a little bit more internal rotation stretch on this, and that's when we bring the feet out to where my shin become parallel with each other. Now we're gonna be more so stretching internal rotation. And in this one, you just kind of want to very gently push the hips back that way and down. And this will be intense, right? Don't push this too hard. But as you kind of relax into this and get more comfortable, we're gonna be stretching more into that internal rotation, which is very important for squatting too. Next, we're gonna use a pigeon variation. Now, if you can do a full pigeon and you can keep your knee close to 90 degrees here, right? We can get here and preferably pick the hands up. That's awesome, you can use that. But if you're watching this video and you're having some trouble hitting good squat depth, there's a good chance you might not be able to do that. So we're gonna make this pigeon work for you a little bit more, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use 90-90 pigeon. I put out another video on improving your pigeon pose. I'll link it in the description. You guys can check it out if you're interested in this. But we're gonna get to 90-90 here. First, front leg at 90, back leg about at 90. Now we're getting a little internal rotation stretch on the back leg, external on the front. And what we're gonna do is just a pigeon press here, right? So we're gonna try to keep that chest up, right? Not round in the back. And then we're just gonna try to bring that chest down towards this mid-shin ankle area, okay? And back up. We don't wanna go out here, right? That's not gonna be getting us this external rotation stretch that we're going for on this front hip, all right? Here, and then we're gonna bring that chest down towards this mid-shin ankle area, okay? And back up. We don't wanna go out here, right? That's not gonna be getting us this external rotation stretch that we're going for on this front hip, all right? Here, and then we're gonna bring that chest down towards this mid-shin ankle area, okay? We're gonna press back up. As you press up, really try to press the leg into the ground, right? That knee into the ground. That's gonna make that hip activate and make that hip work in this external rotation range. Because that's what we're really trying to do, is we're trying to strengthen the range, right? Not just passively sit into this, but actually have some strength and control in that. Since you're here, another thing that you can do is we can do some isos on this back leg. You can just try to lift your ankle against your hand here. That's really gonna fire up this outer glute area and give you some internal rotation activation. This final stretch is one that you're probably not gonna see in any other videos on the internet, and that is lat tricep stretch, right? The reason that we're using this is because we need to have mobility in our spine to then be able to sit down nice and deep, right? If we're stiff in the spine, this is gonna happen, right? I think it's very understated how much your spine's mobility plays a role on your hips and your shoulders mobility, right? So if we can open up that thoracic spine, which this stretch is gonna help you, then we can keep a nice straight spine as our hips sit down nice and low, ass to grass. So we're gonna use kneeling lat tri stretch here. It's pretty simple. You're gonna get yourself a bench or something about bench height. I have a pipe, you could use a broomstick or a dumbbell works as well. You're gonna grip it like this. Your hands are gonna be a little bit outside of your elbows. You're gonna put your elbows down. And then we're going to pull that pipe back behind your neck. The knees are gonna go right under the hips here, right, so I don't have padding for them anymore. And now, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna press that chest slightly downwards, okay? What we're trying to achieve here is this arm-torso straight line, okay? Just like so. We'll let this car pass. And now as your chest presses down, you should feel a stretch underneath your armpit or on the shoulder or in the tricep area of the arm, right? And we're really just unlocking this overhead position here, which is really unlocking our thoracic spine. So now we can sit down here like this, right? More upright and not be here. All right, guys, that's the video. Deeper squats are right around the corner. Let us know in the comments below if these stretches are helping you. Check out movestrongnow.com if you want to check out my free strength training program. Join the strength side. As always, I'll see you in the next one.